friend, be very sure I shall be better off with plants that share more peaceably the meadow and the shower. My soul's a little grief, grappling your chest, to climb your throat on sobs, easily chased on other sighs and wiped by fresher winds. Carry my crying spirit till it's weaned to do without what blood remained these wounds.
Pity you couldn't have got away in time for the funeral. That'll do, Bridget. Thank you very much. Oh, do come and sit down and talk to us, Edward. You've hardly said anything since you arrived. Is the arm quite better now?
The fingers are still a bit stiff.
Well, I'm sure no one could tell. It doesn't seem to affect your playing at all.
It does, but it'll pass.
You haven't said what you think about the flat.
That's very nice. I'd somehow thought it would be smaller.
Oh, well, why do you say that?
I really don't know, Mother. Perhaps because you said you only had one maid.
Well, that's because you simply can't get hold of servants nowadays. And, well, if they do consent to come, you've no idea how careful you've got to be. They just turn around and they say if you're not satisfied, they can go and earn 2 or 3 times as much making munitions. It's really wicked what they pay them in the factories. The wretched girls are completely demoralized. The one we've got now is from a home. I have to stand over her literally all the time. I suppose I'd better go and see how she's coping with the dinner.
What's your news, Edward?
Me? I've been past fit.
You'll be going back out then?
That's right.
When?
Any time now.
Tar often talked about you towards the end.
I think in the circumstances it's just as well he died. If it had been me, I wouldn't have wanted to live.
Do you think I was wrong for wanting to help?
No. Why should I?
I don't know. Something seems to have changed. You and I, at least, could always talk to one another.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. The thing is, V, Roland, Jeffrey, Victor, they were the best friends, the only real friends I had.
We had?
Yes, yes, all right. They left a hole in your life, too.
Yes. And I would have thought that'd bring us closer together. Not come between us.
The difference is, I know what they went through out there, and you don't. I'm going back to it. And you're not. Oh, I can't begin to tell you how unreal all this is. It's like visiting a different world. Different breed of people. It's like talking to children. 9/10 of my mind is back out there already. Every minute. You see, there's so much that you...
Vera, fetch me a hanky, do you mind? It's on my dressing table. Oh, oh dear. It's not just because Edward's gone back to France. It was so funny all the time he was here, more like a stranger. Why didn't you make him say what was the matter?
My dear, he's a grown man now. I wouldn't like to try to make him do
Oh,
anything.
that's a ridiculous thing to say about your own son. Anybody'd think you were afraid of him.
He just didn't want to talk about it. A lot of them are like that when they're on leave.
Look at her. She's just as bad.
Vera?
Yes?
I don't think you realize just how much your mother and I have been looking forward to having the both of you home for a few days. It gets very quiet here, you know, just the two of us.
It must do.
It must do. Damn it all, Vera. That's the kind of answer you'd give to a stranger on a buzz. Anyone would think that words have been put on the ration the way you dole them out.
I'm sorry, Father.
I can remember a time when you had plenty to say for yourself.
Too much, you always said.
Aye, so it was. So it was sometimes. But even all that shouting and arguing was better than this. At least I knew then what was going on in your head. What's going on in it now?
Nothing much. What there is nothing to be proud of. Victor, for one thing.
You thought the world of you. Anybody could see that.
Oh, that's nothing to be ashamed of, dear.
Only that at the funeral, all I could think was, thank God he didn't live. I thought I was doing such a splendid thing by offering to take him on. But I'd have made a pretty rotten wife, wouldn't I, if I could feel glad that he was dead.
No. It doesn't follow.
No, of course it doesn't. But the way he was, it was a merciful release for him.
Yes, wasn't it? And for me, too.
Oh, Vera. Why do you have to have such an uncomfortable way of looking at things?
Because I try to look at things straight.
I don't understand.
What will you do now?
Edward's the only one left. I'll apply for a posting. As near to him as I can get.
Britain, VMB?
That's right.
And you're applying to go to France?
Yes, please.
According to this, you were serving in Malta, but you decided to come back to England.
I applied for permission.
Oh, yes, I can see it was all perfectly regular. But the point is, it does make difficulties for us when people keep changing their minds. Do you mind telling me why you left Malta?
I came back meaning to marry a man who was blinded at Arras. He died soon after I got back.
I'm so sorry. Yes, of course we'll be able to place you. Now, you specify France. Any special reason for that?
Well, I don't mind where it is, as long as there's plenty of work and no time to think. But my brother is serving on the Western Front, so
I see. Well, there are 2 drafts going out there quite soon. Not many vacancies left, but I'll do my very best for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
here it is. Come on.
Oh, well, this is ridiculous. I mean, where are we supposed to put everything? There's not even a wardrobe.
Why did you bring all that? There'll be a storeroom somewhere you can dump most of it.
Oh, but I need most of it. Well, there aren't even enough nails.
You can have a couple of mine. We'll bang some more in.
Oh, is that all you've got?
The rest's in the locker and a box under the bed. You'll soon get the hang of it.
I do think it's a bit thick. They ought to have warned us. I certainly wasn't led to expect anything like this. Have you an idea what you'll be on?
Ward 6.
Oh, you poor thing.
Why?
Well, haven't you heard about the charge sister there?
No.
Haven't you? Well, haven't you been over to the mess yet? When I was there just now, it was the only thing anybody was talking about. Well, they say she's mental.
Mental?
You know, off her head.
Sister Milroy?
Yes?
I'm Nurse Britton. I was told to report to Ward 6.
Correct. So you've arrived. Good morning. It's a lovely day.
Yes, sister.
Is that an efficiency strike?
Yes, sister.
Thank God for that. The last one they said we were still wet behind the ears. Where did you serve?
Malta.
Oh. Short bursts of work and long periods of torpor. Well, you'll be glad to know we're more consistent than that here.
Good.
Oh, yes. We're incessantly overworked. My ward staff has recently opted to take a self-denying ordinance with regard to half days. They've reduced them to 2 hours off per week, conditions permitting. It was, of course, a purely voluntary decision. I see. What did you say you were called?
Britton.
Well, now, it's a fine patriotic name. Are you patriotic, Nurse Britton?
I should hardly be here if I wasn't.
Oh, you'd be surprised how many people find it possible to stay in England and be patriotic in comfort. Why didn't you do that?
You're entitled to inquire about my qualifications for serving, sister. I didn't think I was also obliged to explain my motives.
You're not.
If you must know, it's... Three people I cared about very deeply who were serving on the Western Front and are dead. My brother was wounded at the Somme and is now back again fighting in Ypres. Is that sufficient explanation?
Oh, quite. So you thought you would have a share of the glory, eh? And get your own back on the Boche?
I've given up thinking there's any glory in it. I simply believe we've got to fight on and win. We've got to prove that no nation can get away with behaving as the Germans have been behaving.
You mean crucifying Canadians, raping women, chopping up little babies, that sort of thing?
I have read about such things, yes. I try not to think about them. So I don't see what connection they have with nursing.
Splendid. In that case, you'll be impatient to know what your duties will be. You've been posted here to Ward 6. Do you know anything about it?
No, sister.
Very well. Come and be introduced to your charges. Heinrich Schwepperberg. Corporal Hans Wittmann. Karl Schönried. Adolf Blumenfeld. Feel quite free to speak your mind. As you see, they're just a bunch of filthy Huns, and very few English. The German orderlies will act as interpreters.
This is to be my ward.
They're all yours. You don't need to waste your compassion on them. Many of them won't last long enough to need it. On the other hand, you needn't fear any attacks on your maidenly virtue. They have other things in their minds. And let's be clear, you will devote to them the utmost of your skill and place their welfare above your own convenience at all times. Is that understood, Nurse Britton?
Perfectly. Was ist los?
Wasser. Wasser.
Augenblick, bitte. Excuse me, please.
day over. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. If anybody had told me 5 weeks ago that I was... Oh, God.
Have a bit of chocolate.
Oh.
Oh, you still got it, have you?
I just had my heart up out there in the bushes. And I've been on the trot all day. How long does it go on for?
What, D&B? I don't know. Mine lasted 6 days.
Some hopes then. I've had it for 5. Now I've got the curse on top of it. God, I feel awful.
Couldn't you go sick?
Rushed off our feet in Ward 2. We've got all the beds full and 6 on the floor. There's only 3 of us to cope and we're all in the same state.
I'll tell you something, Sally. When you first arrived, I didn't think you'd stick it.
I'll tell you something. If I'd known the 10th of it, I never would have arrived.
Have one.
All right, yes, thanks. Romantic, I thought it'd be like on the posters.
I know.
God, horrible. I never feel the same about men again.
Why not?
Well, when they're yelling things.
They can't help that.
Yeah, but the filth, Vera. I mean, all that muck that must be inside their heads all the time, or it would never come out. Well, even the officers. People you'd be introduced to back home, and they smile and open a door for you, and yet they can think like that.
You just have to shut your mind to it.
Yes, I know. I had a letter from my mother. You don't tell us what it's like out there, she said. How can you tell them? It's a different world.
I know.
How are you getting on with your precious Jerrys?
All right.
Lucky for them, they haven't got me in the ward. I'd give them something to remember.
No, you wouldn't, Sally.
No. Maybe not. I don't know about anything anymore. Oh.
Sie sterben. Der Schmerz ist schrecklich.
What did he say?
He asked how long till he dies. Pain very bad.
Not long now, I'm afraid. Bald.
Sie sagt, es wird nicht mehr lange dauern. Ich danke Ihnen, Schwester.
Schwester! Schwester!
Over here. Small dressings.
Nur Ruhe.
Und führe uns nicht in Versuchung,
Wipe his face. Give him some more
erlöse
water.
uns von dem.
Tell that fool Schultz to give the captain another shot of morphia. He's getting on my nerves. And jump to it.
Can't we do anything?
Don't talk bilge. But I'd be watching him bleed to death if we could.
Where's it coming from?
Subclavian. Not a hope in hell. It's much too deep.
Ewigkeit, in aller Ewigkeit, behüte uns. In aller Ewigkeit. Amen.
Thank God for that. Thank you, Padre. That'll do nicely.
Schwester, liebe Schwester, ich bin so schwach. Schwach.
All right, that's all. Safe in his way now. Poor old devil. Go and get something to eat before the next lot arrive. Any problems?
Scout wound over there says he hasn't had any breakfast.
Ugh, he won't get any lunch either. He's got acute empyema. You can take 20 minutes. I'm due in the theatre as soon as the MO comes back, and after that you're on your own. We've got 15 operations lined up. I see Fritz is gone. Open the window behind his bed. I always do that.
What for?
To let their souls out.
Yes, sister.
Oh, and Britain,
Yes?
bring me a cup of tea when you get back.
Yes.
By the time I've laid him out, I'm going to need it. I don't enjoy watching a patient bleed to death under my very eyes. Even a lousy Hun. What's on your mind?
Beg your pardon?
You've been looking very gloomy today. Not that you're ever exactly a ray of sunshine. Oh, keep calm. I'm not complaining. You're the best worker they've sent me in 6 months. So if it's something I can do anything about, it would pay me to put it right. All right, you're obliged to tell me.
It's my brother.
Ah.
But he said in his last letter that his company was being brought out of the salient. He'd only had 3 days out of the front line in the past 2.5 weeks. Already they'd lost 50 men. Well...
Yes.
Well, he said he was applying for local leave to come and see me. For 3 days now, I've been expecting he might turn up at any minute. I've been looking forward to that ever since I got here. But there hasn't even been a letter.
Well, surely if it was something serious, you'd have heard.
Yes, I suppose so. I can't help worrying, but...
And losing weight.
Oh, that was just the bug.
The whole place gets to stink with sepsis whenever there's a push.
It was a lot quieter last night. Perhaps they're slackening off.
Look, if they are, why don't we go somewhere? Treat ourselves to a decent meal for once.
Schwester! Schwester!
How about tomorrow?
Schwester!
A marvelous idea.
Je n'ai pas une seule chambre.
No, shut up and listen.
Mais enfin, c'est pas ma faute que vous
Une
me
chambre for 2 people. 2 people.
Mais
Got
ça
that?
n'est pas de ma faute.
Just
Je
for a
n'y
night.
peux rien si
Cette
j'avais une
soir.
chambre bleue dans l'oreille.
Un bloody soir.
Oh, je crois que c'est une toute petite chambre au deuxième. Oui, voici la clé. Numéro 15, monsieur.
It looks good, too.
I suppose it's her own business. She's a fool, all the same.
It does seem unfair, though. If it was reported, she'd get dismissed out of hand and he'd get off scot-free.
To my mind, it's a matter of dignity. It makes men so conceited to think they're worth running that sort of risk for. That's the side down.
Madame?
Yes. I think I'd have a veal, too. I'm sick of the sight of woolly beef. Deux salades de tomates.
Oui.
Deux côtes de veau. Carottes Vichy. Pomme sautée.
C'est tout, madame?
Oui, merci.
Merci.
I'm glad you had better news about your brother.
Got the postcard somewhere.
Oh, beautiful. It looks like Tuscany.
Not far from Mantua, he said.
You must think he's in heaven after Passchendaele. And there's nothing really happening in Italy, is there? So you can stop worrying.
Yes, I suppose so. Except he's further away than ever now, and he was the chief reason I came to France.
C'est la guerre.
Where did you come from?
Cussedness more than anything. Kicking against the family. Long line of bishops on my mother's side. The father's lot was artistic. Actors, critics. I was supposed to go to Oxford and become an intellectual, but I certainly wasn't standing for that.
You didn't want to go.
Not on your life. My sister was at LMH. I couldn't think of anything more dreary. Why?
Because I spent years begging and pleading and swatting and fighting tooth and nail to get there.
Fighting who?
My family.
They were trying to stop you?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you are, you see. You were another awkward cuss. Maybe mine should have tried to stop me. Oxford. I thought that's only literature. I wanted life. And nursing was the earthiest-looking option.
Didn't have to be France, though.
No. They put up a list for volunteers. All the ones who didn't sign gave such impeccably plausible reasons. They just said they were afraid I wouldn't have minded. But I thought I refused to be identified with that bunch of hypocrites. I mean, it wasn't patriotism or love of humanity or anything like that. I don't find humanity all that lovable. It was more like conceit.
Well, I don't think the patients will worry about your motives. Nobody does a better job.
By the way, I'm moving you to a medical ward. We've lost 2 VADs there, and the cases are mounting up.
Medical cases? Why is that?
Well, they always do in the winter. Pneumonia, rheumatic fever, trench fever. And now there's something else. Mustard gas.
If, in some smothering dreams, you too could pace behind the wagon that we flung him in, and watch the white eyes writhing in his face, his hanging face, like a devil sick of sin. If you could hear At every jolt, the blood come gurgling from the froth-corrupted lungs, obscene as cancer, bitter as the cud of vile, incurable sores on innocent tongues. My friend, you would not tell with such high zest to children ardent for some desperate glory the old lie, dulce et decorum est, pro patria mori.
What thunder was that? Oi! You! What are you doing in here?
Do you seriously know what I'm doing in here?
Yes, I think perhaps I'd better.
Good. Because I'm going to tell you anyway. There's no orderly in this ward. He's gone to take sole charge of Ward 3 because Nora has gone sick with a temperature of 103. By 4:30 a.m., I had washed 17 patients and done 17 TPRs. I've been stoking that thing all morning. I've been filling the oil stove to prepare the feed, and I'm stinking of paraffin. The path between the huts is frozen over, and I went down flat on my coccyx carrying 3 bedpans. That is not funny. I'm sleeping in my vest. Because if I put it on a chair, it's too stiff to put it on in the morning. The taps outside are frozen and I'm rationing water. I feel as if I've been dragged through the gutter and I haven't been warm for a week. So now, Sister Milroy, was there something you wanted of me?
Telegram for you.
It's from Italy. It's from my brother. Just got leave. Can you get it too?
Go and see Matron.
But they haven't been fair.
I'll deal with that. Go and see Matron.
Well, I just can't tell you, Vera, what it's been like here. You've no idea what we've had to endure.
I'm sure it's been very hard for you, Mother.
But the rations go nowhere. And of course, the tradespeople all take advantage. They know we've got to take anything we can get. It's no wonder that people's nerves are worn to shreds.
It's gone on so long, that's what wears you down. 3.5 years now, no sign of any end to it.
Nobody visits us anymore, do they, Thomas? And we get no holidays, no sort of break.
Are you all right, V? V. She's burning hot.
Well, she's just had a hot bath.
You're not ill, are you, Vera?
I do feel a bit queer.
Well, since when?
On the ship. It was a terrible crossing.
Oh.
It was freezing on the train. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, you better get off to bed, Vera.
Yes, come on. We'll get you a doctor in the morning.
Oh, I hope I'm not going to be ill. I don't want to be a
No,
nuisance.
don't you worry about that.
I'm so sorry.
Just for once, I thought just for a couple of weeks I'd have somebody to share the burden.
Oh, well, she did look poorly, Edith.
Oh, I know. It's just that coming on top of everything else with 2 more mouths to feed and plan for, that was bad enough, but I thought Vera would have helped.
Hey!
I'm not getting any younger, Thomas. I don't know how I'm going to go through with it. I really don't.
V, the doctor said you weren't to get up until Sunday.
I'm not waiting till then.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, absolutely.
Has he said yet what it was?
Well, he's doing his best to conceal it from me. But I think it's a classic case of NKD.
What on earth's that?
Oh, it's rife on the Western Front. No known diagnosis.
Oh, yeah, sort of trench fever.
How's Mother bearing up?
Stoically. She wants you to apply for extended leave. It might be an idea, V.
I don't think so. Nobody who comes here talks about anything but servants and ration cards, on and on. Another week, and I'm afraid my patience would snap, and I'd say something unforgivable.
Yes, we'll try not to. They run out of resilience. They must be wondering if they're ever going to live to see the end of it.
End of it? Given up dreaming about that. Seems as far away as ever.
Well, out there we can hold out, now that the Americans have come in. But I worry more about the home front. They seem far closer to cracking up than we are, don't you think?
Yes, I do. Oh, Edward, I'm so glad we've had this week together. Last time I felt quite cut off from you. Roland was gone, then Geoffrey, Victor. You were the only one left, and I couldn't talk to you. It was the worst thing of all.
Yes, I remember. Everything was black, full of horror. I simply couldn't break out of it, not for months. I was so grateful that you kept on writing. Your letters helped me more than anything.
Good. And the best thing is that it's Italy you're going back to and not France.
Well, stands England where she did?
More or less. Getting near the end of her tether, though. Did you have a nice time? I was ill in bed for 10 days of it.
Oh, no. There was a complete washout.
No, it was wonderful.
Oh, well, there's no accounting for tastes. You ready for work?
Can't wait.
What's the matter? It's only a violet.
Violets from Plug Street Wood. Think what they have meant to me. Life and hope and love and you. And you did not see them grow where his mangled body lay, hiding horror from the day. Sweetest it was better so. Violets from oversea, to your dear far forgetting land. These I send in memory, knowing you will understand.
Sorry about whatever it was.
Thunderstorm.
What's that? Bombs. Where can we go?
Where do they come from?
From Peron. We're retreating. All the roads for miles are full of lorries and ambulances. Now, so far, there are 10 for immediate operation. They're all labelled. There are 12 for X-ray, and 4 you want to watch out for.
What's happened to my medical patients?
Well, they were sent home last night. Well, you'll have to get this lot ready to be moved on tonight.
For tonight?
Well, you'll have to. You'll have to. There'll be more coming.
Where do you come from?
St. Quentin, casualty clearing station. I'm telling you, they've taken it. The Germans have got it. We had to drop everything. I've nothing but what I stand in.
Have they had any breakfast?
I don't know. The orderly's on picket duty. Look, I've got to get back now.
Oh, no, you don't. Look, this was a medical ward. Apart from drugs, that is all I've got to look after all these.
I'm very sorry. I've been on for 18 hours now. And I have my orders from my own unit.
Yes, yes, I know. But just wait 2 minutes. I'll write an indent and you can take it to the dispensary on your way. Tourniquets, bandages, splints,
All right.
scalpels. Tell them to send a nurse. Tell them to send somebody as quickly as they can. I'm on my own here. Saline. You saw. If they can't send a nurse, ask them to send an orderly. Tell them I've got 40 patients here.
You've got 39 now.
Yeah.
What candles may be held to speed them all? Not in the hands of boys, but in their eyes shall shine the holy glimmer of goodbyes. The pallor of girls' brows shall be their pall. Their flowers, the tenderness of patient minds. And each slow dusk, a drawing down of blinds.
We ought to tidy up the ward before the next lot comes.
I want to sit down.
All right. Oh, not another convoy.
No, not yet. But, apparently the Germans are in Amiens. We've now been officially alerted to pack our boxes in case we have to move in a hurry.
Most of us have had them packed for the last fortnight.
Mail's just come in. And a special order of the day.
What's it about?
It's from Sir Douglas Haig, expressing his admiration, etc.
I thought we were losing.
Many amongst us are now tired. To those, I would say that victory will belong to the side which holds out the longest. Every position must be held to the last man. There must be no retirement. With our backs to the wall, and believing in the justice of our cause, each one of us must fight on to the end. See it goes up on the notice board, will you? Bad news.
I have to tell you that your mother has cracked up and had to go into a nursing home with a toxic heart and complete general breakdown. As we can no longer manage without you, it is now your duty to leave France immediately and return to Kensington.
This is stupid. What if you'd been killed? They'd have had to manage somehow.
You won't see it like that.
Well, can't you just explain to them that you can't be spared?
No, I don't think I can.
You're not afraid of them, are you?
No. They're getting older, and he sounds frightened. If I said no and she died, how could I live with that?
All right, all right. They've obviously got you thoroughly broken in. It's a pity, though. It's no use applying for leave under present conditions. You realize that.
What can I do?
Well, what could your brother do if they ordered him to come home? He could desert, that's all. And you? You'll have to break your contract.
You sound angry.
Well, we're short of good people, as you know. You'll be missed.
And really, there was no one to help her.
Whatever happened to Rose? She was a good worker.
Oh, well, she had to go. She got, you know.
Pregnant?
Aye. We've had 4 maids since then.
4? Whatever happened to them?
What happened? They were rubbish. That's what happened to them. Lazy, impertinent. Well, some of them just handed in their notice and said they'd had it better off. No loyalty, no gratitude.
I'm sorry, Father. I don't see where loyalty comes into it.
Oh, you don't?
If you were free to sack them when they didn't suit, surely they were free to leave when you didn't suit.
Well, why didn't we suit? There was only the 2 of us. No noise, no dinner parties. You won't believe this. One of them walked out because your mother decided to call her June instead of Jasmine. How could you call her Jasmine? Most unsuitable. Her parents should have had more sense.
Perhaps they didn't realize they were christening a domestic servant.
Very well, Vera. I'd like to see how you'd handle the problem.
We must pay higher wages for a start.
Oh, yes. Where's the money coming from?
Oh, Father. You and Mother have chosen to live in a flat twice as big as you need. Which means twice the expense and twice the work. Now you grudge paying a girl to cope with it.
I've got hospital expenses.
You've paid through the nose to put Mother into a Harley Street nursing home, which has nothing to commend it except a good address. Half of what you pay out in fees will go to hire some extra help. One really reliable girl, then Mother could come home.
Well, if you think that's best.
I know it is. I'm going to get her out of there as soon as I can. They've got no incentive to get her back on her feet. They're doing jolly well out of her.
Yes, that's true. You know, Vera, we won't need any extra help now that you're home for good.
I'm not home for good.
What do you mean?
I'm here to deal with a crisis. I'm not home for good.
But your mother and I took it for granted. Good heavens, Vera, I thought I'd explained all this. The thing's proving too much for us. It just doesn't make any sense for you to be away looking after total strangers and we're left here all on our own.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, I just don't know what this is going to do to your poor mother. We'll just have to keep it from her as long as we can, that's all.
No, Father, I do not lie to her, and I will not be put in a false position. If I stayed on, she'd hand over everything to me and become a permanent invalid. She's not yet 50. Neither of you are old, nor incapable, and certainly not destitute. And I shall tell her all this as soon as I get her home. Is it all right?
Well, that was quite nice. What was in it?
Carrots, onions, pearl barley, meat.
Well, what will you do about Sunday?
I haven't touched the rations yet. That was rabbit.
Rabbit? Oh. Vera.
Well, you ate it, anyway.
Did you manage to get any jam?
No, sorry.
Oh, no, that's 4 weeks running. Where did you try, for heaven's sake?
I tried 4 shops and there was no jam. Anyway, I've done better than jam. I found a girl, and I think she'll do. Her name is Bessie, and she'll be here at 2:30. And Mother, please, please try to be nice to her.
What's wrong with her?
There's nothing wrong with her. Well, her accent you won't like. She clumps about, rather, but Mother, listen. She's honest, she's willing, she's hard-working, and she can cook. The Fergusons are only parting with her because they're going back to Ireland.
The Fergusons? The ones that keep that little shoe shop?
I know. Their standards are not your standards. But next week, when you go to stay with Grandmother, I'll start training her. And when you come back from Pearlie, you'll see she does everything the way you like it done. We'll soon have everything running like clockwork.
Well, she'll have to be very different from the other 3, then.
Oh, Mother, please try to get on with her. It only needs a little bit of give and take.
Well, so long as she doesn't sniff. I do draw the line at that.
I wish you'd sit down, Vera. Vera. Any message for your mother?
Yes. You could say that Bessie got 4 pounds of sugar on Wednesday.
I've said that. I'm wondering whether to keep this open till tomorrow, in case we get a letter from Edward in the morning.
Yes, if you like.
Because he wrote on the 12th, didn't he? He's often gone as long as this without writing. When he was in France?
Yes.
I could mention to your mother that the mail's been delayed.
I shouldn't say anything at all if I were you. She's probably never even heard of the Italian campaign. Since she's been ill, she hardly ever opens a newspaper.
Perhaps that's best. I'll send it as it is. We posted the papers.
Papers?
To Edward. Spectator and Saturday Review. You usually send them on Sunday, don't you?
No. They're still in my room. I'll wrap them now.
It's quite obvious to me that if anything had happened, we'd have heard days ago. Well, they never leave it as long as this.
No, they don't. I wonder who that can be.
Telegram for you, miss.
Thank you. No reply.
Thank you, miss.
Father, we'd better go to Pearlie. We must go and tell Mother.
Suddenly, night crushed out the day and hurled her remnants over cloud peaks, thunder-walled. Then fell a stillness, such as harks appalled when far-gone dead return upon the world. There I watched for the dead, but no ghost woke. Each one whom life exiled, I named and called. But they were all too far, or dumbed, or thralled. And never one fared back to me, or spoke.
Edward. Edward.
Yes, I can find you a placement, but it will have to be in this country.
But I thought they were crying out for nurses willing to go overseas. I've had extensive experience.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know for a fact they're sending out VADs with no experience at all of emergency nursing. It'll take months of training to get them up to standard, whereas I'm already trained.
I'm sorry, Nurse Britton, but that's the rule. There's no point in discussing it.
I don't understand. The last time
Last time, when you left Malta, you were released. On the second occasion, you broke your contract. That's a very different matter.
There was no option. I had no choice.
I'm afraid that doesn't affect the position.
Does this mean I'll never be allowed overseas again?
No. It merely means you will be treated as a new entrant. You'll be required to begin with the initial period of grounding in a civilian hospital, as you would do if you had never served at all.
And then go right to the very beginning. Go through all that again.
It's your decision.
Sister.
Yes?
I finished, sister.
What do you mean?
Everything's ready for the night staff.
I fail to see how everything can be ready, as you put it, when Nurse Greenaway reported ill less than an hour ago with influenza.
Yes, I know. I've done most of her jobs as well as my own.
I hope you didn't attempt to touch the dressings.
No, sister. I am aware that VADs are not allowed to touch the dressings. But everything else has been attended to.
'Tis still only 7 minutes to 8. You can polish the wheelchairs.
Certainly, sister.
To have coffee with the bishop's wife?
Yes.
Oh, good. I'll call for you then. We can go up together.
No, we can't.
Why not?
Because I sent a respectful note declining the invitation. Well, moderately respectful.
I thought it was supposed to be some sort of honour.
No doubt. Doubt is also an honour. That he lets us occupy those poky little bedrooms in the servants' quarters of his ecclesiastical mansion. And lets us take it in turn to queue up in one dingy basement bathroom with never enough hot water. I'd feel even more honoured if he let us use those empty bedrooms and bathrooms upstairs that we're not considered fit to enter. But nursing is a holy vocation, isn't it? So why not throw in a little mortification of the flesh to make us holier still?
Good Lord. You're really not coming? I mean, seriously, I think we're expected to turn up.
There was a time I'd have come with you. I'd have sat there meekly smiling and listening to my elders and betters, and I'd have felt very romantic and moved and grateful while he told me about my duty to my God and my king and my country. Well, in the last 4 years, my God and my king and my country have stripped me of everything I ever cared for and everything I ever hoped for. And if he tried to tell me that I owe any of them anything, I might throw something at him. So no, I'm not coming with you. I'm not listening to that rubbish. Never again.